the first episode of Operation Curvy Calories.
Hey guys, it's your girl Curvy Calories, and we are back with another Amberlynn video. So today we're going to be reacting to her newest Wish podcast. I don't know if she really knows the meaning of what a podcast is because I already pre-watched this and I cut out a lot of the video just because there's just things that I don't want to talk about on my channel, especially regarding the whole ex experience. There's just some things I had to cut out, as well as her foster care story. I'm not going to react to that story just because I don't know anything about the foster care system, and I feel I just don't have a right to talk about. But let's go ahead and dive into this video and see what our girl is talking about today.
So the reason why I chose So Raw as the title is because of this video clip. This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck. This is one of my most famous quotes. You guys have quoted me for years now on YouTube, and that's one of the ones that is a popular one, or obviously situation type deal, or the fact that I say moments a lot, and books is good for
the because you say moments with an L. It's moments, not moments.
Brain, which is honestly one of my favorites, or mental things is scary, just some other ones to throw in there. But So Raw,
which is funny that she says all this, but yeah, she doesn't read comments, guys, so she apparently just magically knows that people talk about these are like everyone's favorite quotes, even though she doesn't read comments.
This content is going to be so raw. This is me spilling tea I've never spilled before. It's just like random topics, advice, questions, opinions.
And Fred is back. If you guys know about Fred, he is my pet fly apparently, and he won't leave. So if you guys see him buzzing around here, that's who it is. Anyway,
my take on things. Got no rhyme and reason, simply just aesthetic reasons. So the first thing we're gonna get into is, how did your ex propose to you? So I do want to say that during my time doing So Raw, I will be talking about my past experiences. I am a human being with experiences, as is everyone, and I don't want to shy away from things that I've been through just because someone else was involved. That's silly. That's not only silencing me, but it's taking away my human experiences. So I don't care who is involved.
I'm gonna have to disagree. It's not silencing you. It's not taking away your, experiences. It's the fact that it's the way that you tell your story. You do it in such a negative light to not bring harm to somebody, but, it's like a total mean girl move. Like it's Regina George, and you can go about your experiences and leave that person's name out. You don't have to talk about who it is. You don't have to mention her name or their name, whoever's name. I mean, it's just sometimes it's done so negatively, like it's meant to hurt somebody else. I mean, and that's the only thing. If you are truly being silenced, your videos would have gotten taken down. That's being silenced. I mean, nobody's holding duct tape over your mouth. Nobody is forcing you to be quiet. Everyone just simply said, stop mentioning her name. Leave her name out of it. Why do you have to trash her so bad? And I mean, it's the truth. You don't have to sit there. You can tell your experiences without trashing the other person, without bringing up their name. Leave them out of it. Simple.
I'm not shading anyone. I'm just talking about an experience. So everyone has dreams of how they want their partner to propose to them. I know I do. I'm very vocal about it as well. I feel like if you have a certain dream, or if you have like a certain ring that you want, or a way that you want to be proposed to, let your partner know. If they do it, that's great. They listen to you. If they don't, well, that sucks.
Not really. Honestly, I had this whole dream. I had this whole dream on how I wanted to be proposed to, and obviously, my husband did not do like that. You know, it wasn't done in like a super romantic way, but it was romantic at the same time. And I wouldn't change it for the world. So I don't think it truly sucks just because you don't get what you want. I think that's a little bit selfish. It's not like everyone would have the money or the means to do exactly what you want. Especially if you're wanting like something super detail oriented, super expensive. Like, come on. I don't think it sucks. I think, you know, just the fact that you could propose to is, quite amazing. I don't I think I'm just a simple person, and that's why I don't really care.
How I was proposed to, I was sitting in the living room. It was about 2 a.m. and I was in a muumuu. I was like actual grandma chic. I had my floral muumuu on, living my best life. Don't think I showered that day. Can't tell you what I was doing. Probably binge watching some YouTube moment, who knows. And I remember it being January 13th because my partner thought that she wanted to change that day for me because years prior, that's a day that I got broken up on, like where my heart broke. So she wanted to change that day for me into something special, which I get where your mind frame's at. It's a good mind frame, but it's also kind of weird all in the same. Your heart was in the good place, but it was in a place that I don't know.
It's like it's like I get it, but at the same time, you're like a spoiled brat. I mean, I'm so confused. Like, if somebody would do that for me, like, I mean, I have had that happen, my husband, of course, but, be a little bit appreciative. It's not weird at all for someone that wants to take a negative day in your life and turn it into something positive with new memories that you don't have to keep going back on. I don't see where that's weird at all. I think that's super sweet. But as we can see, she just doesn't appreciate anything that poor Becky did.
I will say, everything comes from a good heart. I like to believe that. But just because something comes from a good heart doesn't mean it's not awkward. Okay, so here we have an advice column.
Yeah, so I cut out the whole detail oriented on how she was proposed to. I mean, I don't want to sit up here and talk about that kind of stuff. It makes me feel awkward, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear about that either. So I went ahead and I cut that completely out. So you're welcome in advance.
Asking Amberlynn, advice with Amberlynn, because I have all the advice. I am very much the type of person, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, because you should not be giving advice. Don't give nobody advice, please. Don't give nobody hygiene advice. Don't give anybody weight loss advice. Don't give anybody any advice. Nobody needs to follow this girl's advice. Seriously. I mean, moving on.
The advice that someone needs from me. I'm talking to my teacher on Snapchat. Technically, it's my professor. I had this professor last year and we were flirty then, and I thought that was it. Until I found out I had them again this semester, and we picked things right back up. This time on Snapchat. I'm 21 and she's 45. Sure, it's unethical, and I didn't find anything too wrong with it until I found out she's married. Help. Y'all. Okay, let's just digest this. 21 and 45, that's a huge age gap. Like, gigantic. But you both can drink alcohol legally. You guys are both adults. So I'm just gonna digress away from that because I'm not gonna sit here and judge people. As long as you're—
What does that got to do with anything? Well, so because if they were 20 and can't drink alcohol, they're not an adult. What are you trying to say? Why does alcohol have to do with anything? What is it? Okay.
Legal, then I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna step into that territory. I will say it's a little cray cray, but it sounds a lot like Leonardo DiCaprio moment. But she's your professor?
Yeah, it's a professor. Big deal. You know, and I had to cut a lot of this out as well because she just rambled about how the professor should be thrown in jail, even though the student is of legal age. I mean, the way that I see it, they're both adults. They can both make choices. If the person thinks that it's so wrong, end it. Enough said. I mean, there's really nothing you can do in a situation like this now until they feel uncomfortable. That's a different story. So, you know, but I'm not the one to judge other people what they want to do with their life. So, I mean, I'm just not going to have an opinion on that.
Do I still like Tricia Paytas, and what is my current opinions on her now? So I don't know if you
I
guys
like how in her little caption, instead of Paytas, she put pastas. Our girl must have been hungry.
know, but I used to be Tricia Paytas stan. Like, I was obsessed with her. I bought all her books, all her, anything that she was selling and doing, I would watch, I would read, I would get, I would buy. I don't know what it was, but I was like obsessed. Then Frenemies happened. When I tell you Frenemies was one of the most entertaining things that I have ever seen, I'm not joking.
I watched Frenemies. It really wasn't that entertaining, honestly. I mean, I couldn't get into it. I still can't get into whatever they're all doing.
Frenemies, iconic, like so iconic. But it made me see Tricia Paytas in a completely different light. The things that she would do, the things that she would say, the things that she would lie about, the gaslighting, the way that she treated Ethan, I completely changed my opinion about her. I don't think that she is a good, genuine person, and that's just how I feel based on Frenemies. After Frenemies, I completely stopped watching Tricia Paytas. I am no longer subscribed to her. I don't.
It's really funny that she said this because the gaslighting, the way that she talked to Becky, the way that she talked about Becky, that's her. That is her. She just totally explained herself, and then she wonders why people stopped watching her. They wondered why, you know, she wondered why she got all the hate that she got, especially towards Becky. I mean, she literally just described herself.
Watch her. I do know that she's pregnant, and obviously I wish nothing but health for her and her family and her baby. I'm really happy for her because I know that having children has always been hard for her, and the fact that she found someone who loves her unconditionally, or I'd like to hope so. That's hard for me to say because I know that she has abused him physically, and I'm pretty sure mentally and emotionally as well.
Okay. If I was her, I would have deleted this video because that's defamation, for one. I mean, if you can't prove that's what was going on, I would have deleted this video before she found out. I mean, that's just me personally, because she is saying hurtful lies that she can't prove. I mean, whether it's true or not, if you're gonna say things like this about people, especially well-known people like Tricia, have your proof, because that's a good lawsuit right there, especially talking smack like that.
I feel like Tricia Paytas gets away with literally everything bad and disgusting and racist and homophobic, mental illness shaming, body shaming. She gets away with everything, and I am not going to support someone who makes me feel like just kind of in a bad headspace. Like, she has said so many things that has actually made me angry that I can't do it anymore.
Does she forget that Tricia has mental illness? You know, did she forget that she also body shames? Did she forget that she fakes disorders? That she falsely accuses people of SA? Did she forget all of that? Because she is the exact same person. She's the exact same person. She has shamed people for their bodies. She has shamed people for other things. So she's sitting here and she is literally talking about herself, but doesn't see the problem within herself, but yet she could see it in other people. I mean, well, you guys, that was the end of that. So if you guys enjoyed my content, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!